What's up, everybody? This is Fitty.
And I'm Izzy.
And this is how we talk.
Oh,
there we go. We knocked it out. We got it. Yeah. We went back to the old school.
Taking it back to the old school. Because I'm an old fool. Who's so cool?
My bad. I'm sorry.
All right.
That's a good segue, though.
It was.
Old school.
Old school.
Old fool.
Old fool.
Are you an old fool? Mr. 909. We got Mr. 909 here today.
You don't look old.
El Gavillancio.
That's Spanish for...
Falcon. Oh, last time I saw you guys' video, you guys were wondering what was it? What was it?
Yeah.
It's Falcon.
Is it a Falcon?
It's Falcon.
Is it the black Falcon?
Yeah.
Like a certain black Falcon?
I'll tell you guys too how I got the nickname.
How'd you get it?
Yeah, how did you get that nickname?
My grandpa, he's out there from Tijuana. Salud para everybody from Tijuana, Baja California. Everybody from Mexico too.
My cousins.
Well, he when I was a kid, I would go over there, to his house in Tijuana, and he'd be like, "Oh, llegó mi Gavillancio." And they call him Águila Negra, Black Hawk.
Yeah.
He's known out there in, what's it called? When I started truck driving, my dad told me, hey, well, you're going to need if you want to get on the CB radio, you're going to need a handle, you're going to need talk to somebody. You're not going to be like, hey, I'm David,
Yeah, right.
So I was like, I already have one. He goes, well, what is it? Grandpa gave it to me since I was a kid, El Gavillancio.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, that works.
Yeah.
Gavillancio de Fontana, and Mr. 909 and Falcon, But everybody knew me Gavillancio because sometimes when they see me on the freeway, I was gone. I'm like, what are you guys doing? You guys are too slow for me. I'll see you guys later. I gotta go. I gotta get this load delivered. But that's how I got my nickname.
El Gavillancio. Now I've heard that some kind of music artist, right?
Yeah, El Gavillancio, Saúl Viera.
There you go.
Yeah.
Saúl.
Yeah, he was well, I still listen to him, and I grew up with Saúl Viera, Chalino Sanchez, Lupillo Rivera, all the old school.
The corridos, the norteños,
norteños, all that. Yeah.
Some good shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bumping it.
Is that what you're bumping in the truck right now?
Oh, yeah. Well, I bump all types, rock, hip hop, norteñas, corridos, whatever, has a good, to me, and when my dad told me, whatever has a good beat,
Good beat, good rhythm.
Yeah, good beat, good rhythm. As long as it, sounds good, just play it. Let's just play it,
Yeah.
I'll play Spanish music. I don't know what the heck they're talking about.
But it sounds good, right?
But it sounds
It
great.
sounds like umta, 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 umta.
You know what it is? It's like Spanish polka.
Yeah.
It is, right?
That's exactly what that is.
It kind of is, right?
Exactly what that is, yeah. Spanish polka. But you know what? Before we continue, we introduced your name, but we didn't say what you do. You're a truck driver, and obviously the clues would give it away, right? The trucker hat. Oh, well, this is our hat, by the way.
We might just turn this podcast into a trucking podcast.
We should. Can I get one of these over here? We can cover up ours right here.
Yeah.
So there you go, Kustom 909. How'd you get that name, Kustom 909 Rigz?
Okay. Well,
I know everybody knows you as Kustom 909, or they call you Mr. 909 or Gavillancio.
Well, it started because I'm going to give a shout out to him too. Caesar from West Coast Kustom Rigz. He's been a good friend to me. I consider him like I say, a second father. When I started trucking, I've seen him and I know him since Long Beach. He probably don't remember. And then he came to Fontana. All he does is customize rigs. And little by little, I started hanging out at his shop. And when I started working for a company, I wanted a visor, I wanted lights, and he's a guy to get it from. And little by little, how people know me on the CB radio.
Yeah.
When people be like, oh, where'd you get the visor? Where'd you get the lights? Oh, I got it at Caesar's at West Coast Kustom Rigz. Oh, okay. So people would go in there. Oh, Gavillancio told me to come check you out. And he'd be like, what? Yeah, on the CB radio. He's always announcing you on the CB radio. He's all right. So, me and him started talking more and more. He started doing shows. And, we'll get into how I started also announcing. But eventually he told me, people know you from the shows.
Yeah.
But the whole world doesn't know you. So I want people to know you on what your passion is. I know you're really passionate about trucks. You really like trucks. You like, big rigs, the lights. You like chrome. You like stacks. I want people to know what you're about. Not just at the shows. Oh, yeah, it's Gavillancio. No.
Right.
Other people out there, like, people across the United States, New York, Oregon, Washington, you know, Texas, you know, I got a couple people that follow me from China, you know,
Oh, wow.
from India. I
Yeah.
mean, so it's like, it's pretty cool, you know. It's cool. Social media. I mean, if you have something that people like, I mean, people keep following you word of mouth, you know.
Right.
So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Where does that passion come from, though? The truck, the whole. I mean, because first of all, when did you start driving?
I started driving since I was like a little kid. I mean,
But the big rigs. We're talking about big rigs.
I was already driving. No joke. 12, 13, 14.
Nah.
Yeah. My dad. I mean, I
So
would
you
go,
had a dad that your dad
yeah, my
drove?
dad.
Okay.
He retired already, and on my vacation for my 3 months, that was everything. I couldn't wait to go on vacation.
Yeah.
Summertime.
Yep. So I can go with them. That was like the best times, best memories. I know a lot of guys too. Same thing. They tell me, hey, you know what? I used to go with my dad all the time too. You know, when I was a kid, and little by little, my dad started teaching me, you know, how to drive the truck back and forth, shift first, second, third, you know, little by little. And I mean, it was some crazy times because my dad wasn't no joke. I mean, you get it right, it's either his way or the highway. That's how he was. Literally, yeah, literally.
Get off the truck.
Yeah, and literally, you're walking home.
Yeah,
That's how it is.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That was how he was. I mean, quick story when I won't never forget this time. He told me, I think it was like barely 15. Yeah, I had turned 15. I wanted to go party. I wanted to go with one of my friends, and it was on a Sunday. You know, so we went to a little party on a Sunday, go kick back. And my dad was already preloaded, meaning preloaded. He already had the load hooked up, tied down, ready to go. And he says, make sure, you know, you're going to go to this party, make sure, you know, you'll be here at a decent time because Monday morning we're rolling out early.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I got home at midnight. And next thing you know, I took a quick shower, went to bed, and it was like 1:30 in the morning. Hey, canijo, you going to come with me? Huh? And I'm thinking, well, the load was going to San Diego. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll go with him. I'll sleep in the truck for 2 hours going down there, and then 2 hours coming back.
Yeah.
But I'll help him unstrap it, and I'll go back in the truck sleep. That was my thought, right? That was my thought.
Right.
But when he pulled out of the gate, he didn't pull up far enough, so he couldn't close the gate. So he goes, I was in the passenger seat. He goes, hey, I already know how to drive. I mean, I already know how to shift gears. He goes, move the truck forward so I can close the gate. All right. So I pull it forward, and his was a cab over. And
what's a cab over?
Cab over is they call them chatos, not the ones the nose.
Oh, okay.
The nose is just straight,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Like a lot of those Azuzus.
Yeah.
Like that?
Straight glass and face.
Boom, right
yeah.
there, and you sit high, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he didn't have the long hood 379 Peterbilt. It was just a Peterbilt cab over, and I was about to jump over they call it doghouse in the middle right there. That's where the bottom. That's where the engines. They call it a little doghouse. You jump over.
Yeah.
I was about to jump over, to get in the back in the passenger seat, and the door opens, and I was about to fall out. He goes, whoa, what are you doing? I said, I'm gonna get in the passenger seat. You're gonna drive. You already closed the gate. No, homeboy. You're driving. I go, what? You're driving. Shoot. And just to get to the street, there's a little long stretch, little side street.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was missing every single gear, and I already knew how to shift.
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't say it like that because my dad says, cuss words. I mean, in Spanish.
You can say it. Que chingado.
¿Qué chingado estás haciendo con la chingada? You already fucking know how to drive. What the fuck are you doing? I'm like,
yeah.
all right. He goes, it's either you gonna do it right now or get the fuck out of my truck because I don't want you messing up my truck. It's not no company truck. This is my truck.
Right.
So either you get off and you're gonna walk your ass home. And I'm talking about it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
He goes, and don't even try to call your mom to come pick you up because she's sleeping. You walk your ass home.
Yeah. Oh my God. Hard knocks.
I'm like, either you do it right now or just get off my truck. So I was like, all right, do it again. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. So once we got on the Eddie Wanda right there in Ontario, Eddie Wanda started shifting the gears. All right. Jumped on the 10 freeway, got the 15. Here we go. And I mean, I'm 15 years old and I'm driving this truck and, I'm like looking around and he's all looking at me. He goes, if the scales are open, that I doubt, because it's the reason we're leaving early.
Yeah.
If they're open, you pull over and I'll go in the scales, you know, and and then you can jump back in it. But if they're closed, you keep on trucking. And I'm praying that the scales were gonna be open because I wanted to get into the passenger seat.
Right, you want to sleep?
Nope, scales were closed.
Yeah.
We get all the way to San Diego. We're gonna deliver, and there was an old man that was there with his dog and a little trailer. He used to deliver lumber. And where I parked, it wasn't close enough for the forklift driver for the old man to unload. Somebody that goes, "Hey, ¿sabes qué? Get in the truck and move it more." Yeah, no, you don't want my dad's like, "You know what? No, I'll move it."
Yeah.
So he moves it, you know, and I had the bar to unstrap the straps, you know, and then when my dad came up to me, and when my dad comes up to you, like with a serious face, it's not to tell you something nice. It's either he's gonna whip your ass or he's gonna scold you, you know. And then he grabs me by the shirt and turns me around. I'm like, oh, he's gonna whip me already. I'm like, what did I do? Maybe I didn't set the brakes on right, you know, something. I was already thinking that I did something wrong.
Right.
He goes, "You're shitting on yourself, huh?" I go, "What?" He goes, "Right now when I jumped in the truck, the steering wheel was all wet. The back of the seat, the seat was all wet. The shifter was all wet. You were nervous, huh?" He goes, "You were shitting bricks." Yeah, I was shitting bricks. He goes, "But you made it." He goes, "I knew you were going to make it. Oh, and by the way, I know you got home at midnight. I just wanted to see if you were going to say yes or no to come with me to bring this load."
Yeah.
I won't ever forget that day. But
lessons learned.
That's when he probably knew he's like, this kid's a trucker.
I mean, he knew that I like trucking with and going with him all the time.
But he had to test you.
Yeah.
He had to test you, huh?
And a couple of times when we were driving down there, he goes, "All right, you know what? I see that you got it. I'm going to take a little nap." Put his hat down, and he goes, "And by the way, I wasn't sleeping. I just wanted to see if, you know, you were going to get nervous." He goes, "I was just looking at you and I seen what I taught you. Keep looking in the mirror, look in the other mirror, you know, make sure that the load's good, make sure you're looking in front. Everything I taught you, you know, you're doing it."
Yeah.
And I said, "Okay, you're doing a good job." I probably could have fell asleep, but you didn't know exactly where we were going. I said, "No," because back then there was no GPS. It was just like, "Okay, you're going to get off here. Here's a map right
Old
here."
school Thomas guy.
Yeah,
Thomas.
that's it. And he already knew where we were going because, I mean, he's been there many times. And that was the first time that I went with him to that place. But, I mean, we got there safe.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's like, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, that's kind of like a scene from that movie, Over the Top.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yep.
Do you remember that? Yeah.
That's
Hawk, Lincoln Hawk.
Yeah, that's well. There's two movies that I grew up with, and well, there was a Smokey the Bandit. You know, he passed away. You know, Mr. Burt Reynolds.
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
And what's it called? Over the Top.
Over the Top.
Those are the two movies I could watch all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, those were the two movies that I always watched when I was a little kid. You know, because had trucks.
Yeah. You ever do any arm wrestling on the road?
Maybe with my dad, but you know, it was like, you know. "All right, Dad, I got you. He's like, "Yeah, you got me." Like, "I think I got you this time." "Yeah, you got me." Oh man, I was like, yeah, there's no way I was gonna be with my dad.
No Joe Ride, huh? No Candy Cane?
No.
You remember that movie?
Yeah.
Candy Cane?
You remember
that
that
movie? Nah.
Oh, no, it's called Joyride.
Oh, Joyride.
And the character is Candy Cane.
Oh, yeah. That's
that?
fairly new, fairly recent.
Well,
When they mess around with that truck driver,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
Paul
on
Walker.
the
Within the last 8 years.
No.
Yes.
We're talking 15 years, bro.
No, Joyride?
Yeah, Joyride is like 15 years.
Anyway.
We'll Google that shit later. We'll Google it.
How far back does trucking go in your family? Just your pops or further back?
Well, my grandpa, he did a little trucking, you know. I mean, not the big trucks, but he did a little something back there. And then my dad was truck driving out there, delivering 7-Up in Tijuana, if I remember right, the stories. And but it was just those little small trucks like you see around here when
like
they're
bobtails?
yeah, little bobtails, and you pull the sodas off and you deliver the sodas to the thing. But the story that he tells me is he was working like through union, and then guys were lined up ready to work, and then some guy, big dude, said, "Any of you motherfuckers right here want to learn how to drive? Get the fuck in this truck." And nobody wanted to get in. My dad's like, didn't speak, no good English. He got in. He said, "I was missing every gear, and exactly how, when you started, and but this guy, started teaching me little by little. I got the hang of it, and I mean, he goes, I think I can go. I went through maybe 1 or 2 trannies, but you know what? Here I am. He was like, after many years of trucking, he did it. And, I mean, he taught me, and I'm grateful for, him teaching me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. When I think of like trucking, I think of like long distances and stuff. I used to drive with my grandpa. He's not a trucker by any means, but we used to drive to Mexicali. But we would drive at night to miss the traffic, the heat, and all that stuff. Yeah. And I would see like a truck pass. You hear that, and then it was pitch black, dude, pitch black. And all I could think of, man, these dudes must see some crazy stuff. And off air, we were talking about like aliens or whatever.
Oh, right.
What's the craziest thing you've ever seen out there on the road?
I mean, every trucker has their crazy stories. And honestly, I got a lot of crazy stories, man. It's unbelievable. The one more, and I told this to somebody, and they kind of related. I was delivering lumber in LA for this company. I used to have 8 to 12 stops in LA delivering lumber, and it was on Olympic and Soto. I was going down, because I got off because traffic was heavy, so I started, going west, try to go into LA, and all of a sudden, I hear gunshots, pop, 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 pop. Oh shoot, what the heck? And I mean, I'm going west, and I see this car coming up north, like hauling ass. And then I'm like, what the hell? This guy is literally gonna hit me.
Yeah.
But me and this guy made eye contact, and the guy was like this, and there was like a bobtail waiting to make a left turn, and I don't know what the heck. The guy turned the steering wheel and crashed right into the bobtail. So I was like, what the heck? What's up with this guy?
Yeah.
So I got off, started running, and I mean, there's already a big crowd, dude, like a big old crowd. And I'm walking through the crowd to see what's going on, and this guy's spitting out blood. He's the one that got shot.
Oh shit!
He's spitting blood, and he's like, help me. Nobody's helping. Everybody's taking pictures of the guy. Everybody's just taking pictures. Oh, dude, check it out. Look, he's bleeding. Yeah. He's bleeding through his ear. Or check it out. Look, he's bleeding.
Putting on their Instagram
nobody. What's it called? Was helping him out.
Yeah.
So he's like, help. And I was like, oh, don't worry, man, I'm help you. Calling 911. All circuits are busy now. Please call. I'm like, what the heck? So I couldn't get a hold of 911. And all of a sudden, I see this ambulance.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't on. And I jumped right in front of it. Stop. I mean, I almost got ran over. And they're like, what the heck are you doing? This guy just got shot. They got their stretcher. They go to the guy. They get him out of the car. They start cleaning up his pants. All of a sudden, the guy starts shaking.
Yeah,
starts going convulsion.
Yeah, convulsion.
And they're like, throw our backpacks inside. They throw the backpacks, in their backpack of the medication, all that stuff they have.
Yeah.
And they close the doors and they take off. I mean, you see helicopters. You see part of SWAT coming. Detectives closing this all off. I had a little bit of blood on my hands. And detectives are asking me, all right, son, so what you see? I didn't see nothing. I said, all I did was help this guy out. Well, you must have seen something. I go, all I heard was gunshots, and I just came to help him out. He goes, well, we're going to need to see your ID and get more information. I go, no. I'm not no witness. I'm nobody.
Yeah.
I said, and I don't know if you guys are corrupt cops. I don't know if you guys, send somebody to shoot this guy. He goes, oh, you've been watching too much TV. I go, hey, it's true. I go, it's true, man. I go, and it was back then, big time corrupt cops were out there, so I was like, I don't even want to deal with this. I don't even want my name in this. You can call the company. That's the one I work for, and that's it. Yeah. That's all information I'm giving to you. I just got to go deliver. Oh, you got blood on your hands. I go, just wash it off. Don't worry about it. So I left the phone in the truck. So, the company was blowing up my phone. So I finally got a hold of them and told them what happened. They're like, no, stay there. We got to take you to the hospital. I go, for what? Oh, because maybe what if that guy has AIDS or whatever? We got to get you checked out right away. So they sent another driver to finish the route, and they took me to the hospital, checked me up. And even the nurse was looking at me like, oh, this guy already has AIDS, like. But everything came out good, and the company goes, hey, you want to take the day off? I said, yeah. With pay? No. That's. Oh, no, I'm going to work tomorrow. I got bills to pay. I got bills to pay. I'll be back tomorrow. But, I think it was maybe a week later. I was already in the yard, and you hear through the intercom, David, come to the office. That's my name, Mr. 909. For the people that don't know.
I forgot to say that.
So I go to the office, and then the girl goes, you have a phone call? I'm like, whoever it is, why didn't he call my cell phone?
Yeah.
The big brick cell phone back then. So
Just the bar.
Yeah.
It's the big bar.
And so you gotta stare at that big antenna. Hello. So she goes, hello. It was this lady. You could hear it's like an older lady. And hello. She goes, habla español? Speak Spanish? I go, yeah. She goes, were you the guy that helped my son? I go, what do you mean? Yeah, my son that got shot on Olympic and Soto. Oh, that's your son? Yeah, I helped him. I hope he's okay. She goes, yeah, he's okay.
Yeah.
She goes, well, I want to thank you for saving my son's life, but my son really remembers this, and he tells me a lot that when he got shot, and I guess people around him, he seen like people laughing at him, but they were like little devils, like with red eyes, and it was just people dressed in black and with red eyes, just laughing at him, pointing, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, this guy walks in a white suit with wings, saying, "I'm gonna help you." And I'm the guy with the white suit and the wings. And then when she told me that, I'm like, is this lady shitting me? Like, is this really? She goes, I want to thank you so much. God bless you, and God put you on this earth for a reason, and you saved my son's life.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't believe it.
Wow.
But I talked to a truck driver, and I told him the story, and he had kind of like a similar story that happened to him. And, some people, like I said, believe and some people don't, but the way the lady explained to me and how she said I was dressed in white and with angel wings, all I did was try to help the guy out.
Yeah.
That's all I did. I had so many other stories that I've helped out people, and I'm not asking for anything in return. It's just, I guess it's my nature to try to go do it. Just try to go help out, and you see an accident, just try to go help out, because us as truck drivers, we never know if something's gonna happen to us.
Right.
Drunk driver, you be driving all cool, listening to some tunes, and all of a sudden this drunk driver just comes up, side swipes you, and you flip over, and you want somebody, a good Samaritan, to go help you out, know. But I never ask anything for return. I don't ask anything for return. I do it from the kindness of my heart.
Yeah.
That's it. Because you see a lot of stuff when you're out there as a truck driver. You see a lot of crazy stuff, Well,
not just as a truck driver, just in general, there's people driving like those people that were just taking pictures of him. Why didn't they go and help him out? Why didn't they ask how he's doing? You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem, is that there isn't any good Samaritans anymore. And if there is, there's not too many of us, right? Like, we're so fixated on where we're going, what we need to do, or just for the gram, let's take a picture, a video, like, this is cool, like, nobody's gonna see this, right? Like, or even like, forget about just someone being shot, like, there's a fire, a car, right, that's on the road, that's on fire. Let me take a video of it. Forget about pulling over, trying to see if everybody's okay. No, let me take a video of it and then keep going. And that's the problem, dude.
You see a lot of videos like on Instagram, that people are, pulling out a gun, or you see a couple people, they're road rage.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's people's over here recording. They want to make sure they get the best footage.
Yeah.
They get the most reposts. They get the most views.
Yeah.
But instead of them put the phone down, call 911. They want to make sure it gets recorded.
Yep.
Talking about a car fire. I remember we were in Tijuana, and a little car caught on fire. My dad got off the car. I'm like, where's he going? Mom, where's he going? He went, grabbed the lady out, tried to get the husband out, but he didn't want to leave because that was his car. He was, I guess, his special car. He didn't really care if he was going to die. Yeah. But my dad dragged them out, made sure they're all right. He got in the car. I remember he had like a leather jacket, and it got all kind of messed up, had a couple holes in it because of the leather, because of the fire, the heat, and he jumped in, just, all right, let's keep on going. We're going to go to your grandma's in Tijuana. Going to go eat some tacos. Yeah. He just kept going. He didn't do it for the fame. He just did it because, hey, that could have been my family, or that could have been, his kids or whatever, So he just did it because he wasn't looking for any reward or nothing like that.
Yeah.
And I guess it just falls kind of like on me, what he did. I saw that, and, I try to do good when I see something like that happening. There's some pretty, like, say, crazy stories that, I've helped out, and I don't know why I pull over. I can't just be like some people. Oh, that car just flipped over and crashed. Let me just keep on going. Well, I hope they're all right. No, I have to let me see if I can go help out on something.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, just as truckers in general, man, you see so much stuff. You guys get cut off. You're gonna see every crazy thing on the road. You know what I mean? Do you guys have cameras on the rigs at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some guys, put the cameras. Now you have to. I literally think it's better that they have the cameras, facing. I don't like the ones that are facing in and seeing what you're doing, but the ones that are facing out, seeing what these people out there are doing, because sometimes some people are doing it just to get an insurance check. Oh, let me cut this truck off.
It's a moving billboard.
Let me cut this truck off, and I'm gonna get big money. I'm gonna save my neck, my back.
Yeah.
Everything's hurting, and I'm gonna get some big money from this truck driver. Well, you know what? You cut the guy off. You slam on the brakes on purpose, and this guy's going, 45, 50 miles an hour, but he's loaded, with 79,000 pounds, and it can't stop on a dime. And then let me just cut him off, and I'll slam on my brakes, and then I'll get a big paycheck. He slams me, I hurt my back, whatever, but the guy has a camera, and he says, you know what? Doesn't tell the person, but tells the insurance, this is what happened. Yeah. I got the video, I got my lawyer. And then that lady, what happens to the lady or the guy? Hey, well, you know what? You thought you're going to get a big paycheck? You're not going to get a big paycheck because the guy had a camera and they saw what you did. Yeah. A lot of people out there are trying to commit fraud, especially with these big trucks. They're trying to do stupid things so they can get paid big money.
Easy payday. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that person, you've talked to people that have that, the cameras and stuff like that?
Yeah, the cameras.
That's crazy, man. Okay.
Yeah. What's overall, what is 909 Kustom Rigz? Is that your thing? Do you do custom rigs?
I don't do customized rigs. Like I said, the guy that, helped me create this, told me you should create a logo. And when we started thinking about what would be kind of catchy, because I'm out there from the Inland Empire. I mean, but anybody, everybody tells me, well, I'm not from the 909. You don't have to be, you don't have to be. I mean, there's guys that ask me for shirts and for hats and stickers from from New York, from Florida, from everywhere, and they like the way the logo looks, and they know what the page is about. And like I said, I don't customize it, but your truck is custom. I mean, Kustom Rigz, that's kind of like.
So it's more or less a brand and then showcasing custom rigs.
Yeah, Kustom Rigz, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, he'll post a lot of videos of truckers. They'll send him videos, and then or he'll repost of that. Right. Just that, fix up cars. Because you got to remember, these guys they're in these trucks, what'd you say, 70% of your day?
Yeah.
They're inside. Sure. So that's their pride and joy, and that's their passion, and they take care of those things. Yeah.
And it's a huge community.
Oh, yeah. It's very tight, so yeah, they take pride in their cars, in their trucks. Yeah. Unlike, I could be driving around with my Jetta wagon, my shag wagon.
Is that what
I call it the shag wagon.
All right.
There's no shagging that goes in there, but not anymore. But.
You got a baby on the way.
Yeah, well, I got a house now, so I got shag in there. Hey, I'm not shagging the wagon anymore. No more drivings. But I don't care if I wash that car, let alone polish it. Yeah. These guys, as soon as they pull over, they're polishing their cars.
Oh yeah. So like the first time I met you, I think I met him right at the truck show.
Well, we'll get into that too. But he's the MC for the truck show.
Right. So you had mentioned earlier that people know you at shows. Have you emceed other shows other than the one I met you at?
Oh yeah. I did. The first show that how I started announcing being the MC of the show was, again, with Caesar from West Coast Kustom Rigz. He did one in Fontana. And he's like, hey, yeah, what's up? I go, I went to go help him out, anything I could. I went to help him out, and then he gives me the microphone. And I said, what do you want me to do with the mic? Yeah. He goes, how you talk on the CB, how people know you because, you crack people up on the CB, and you do your thing on the CB. Well, I need you to do that with this microphone. I said, what? I go, dude, I'm behind the truck. I mean, people literally can't see me. I grab the microphone. ¿Qué onda? Saludos para todos. What's going on, guys? The people are not literally looking at you when you're, on the CB radio, unless the guy's next to you. He's looking at, oh, what's up, dude? I go, people are going to see me on the microphone.
But they know you. They know, and a lot of people are like, I want to see the face behind the voice.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
and so when Caesar gave microphone, he goes, you need to do what you do on the CB radio, but here, right now. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I gotta do something where people will be like, oh, what the heck? Who's that guy in the microphone? So I gotta do something catchy. And I was like, all right. I was nervous, but I was like, good morning, Fontana, California. Welcome to West Coast Kustom Rigz. I'm your MC, Mr. 909, El Gavillancio. Make sure your truck drivers are wake up right now, because they're going to start judging those trucks. Come on, guys, start waking up. Clean those trucks. Make sure those trucks look really clean and looking sharp. Come on, guys. And everybody's getting out of their trucks because the night before, a lot of guys came in and they were drinking, did a little bonfire. Oh, man, you can see them crawling like snails coming out of the trucks, and they really didn't want to clean their trucks. But she's like, hey, keep on doing that. Make sure, you tell them, make sure you do a little thing. We did raffle. We did music and pass out the trophies. And it was a good show. I mean, it was a good show.
Was that on the fly? You just came up with that like this? You just do it?
I just had that's how I did it that day of that show. I just I have to do something catcy, you know. You
didn't practice it. That was
just like right there
on the fly.
Yeah, just right there. I was like, I gotta do something catchy, and I did it. And so a couple people tell me, I still remember when your first opening statement for that show. I'm like, really? Like, yeah. Like, you looked over, like, who the heck is that guy? And it just it was a cool show. I really enjoyed it, and from there it just. Did that show, helped them out with another show in Irwindale, and then we did one at the shop, and I think that's when I met. I already knew about Laura, Truck Club Publishing. I already knew about her because I would see her magazine. Yeah. But we did a little show there at the shop, at Caesar's shop, and she saw me on stage and doing my thing, and then we talked a little bit. She goes, "Hey, I was wondering if you would like to do my show." I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I mean, I would like to. Yeah, I would love to." So started doing her show, and then a couple guys from Tijuana, they approached me at Laura's show and said, "Hey man, we're gonna start doing a show out there in Tijuana, but we want to do it like this kind of style, like not like just all of a sudden all just trucks spread all over the place and they do whatever they want. We want to make it look good. We want to know if you can help us out. I mean, we see that you've done a couple of shows, you got a couple of shows behind your belt." So we talk, okay, let's do this, and do the trophy for this, do the trophy for that. And then all of a sudden they tell me, hey, wondering if you can come down to Tijuana and announce our show. I'm like, what? So that was like 3 shows that I done, the Tijuana show, and then all of a sudden the show that's coming up, too, in El Centro, El Pirrin, that's his nickname on the CB radio. He asked me to help him on the show, and I've been doing that show for a good while. Yeah. The trucking for kids. Yeah. The one that's coming up too.
You're emceeing that one.
I know. I did that one maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
I did that one two years ago. They had one in Ontario at a park. I did that one for them also.
So you're just staying busy with the emceeing. That's just something.
Well,
a little extra.
One year I did a good 7-8 shows announcing, but you did get burnt out because I mean trucking is my main thing. It's like trucking is my main thing, and then you have to go to the shows. You get burnt out because you're announcing, you're in the hot sun or whatever. You're trying to keep people smiling and listen to funny stories or whatever. Have people pumped up and stuff like that. Right. You get burnt out. It's like. One guy tells me, he goes, "Hey, you're like the little George Lopez, little George Lopez, out there cracking jokes about the truck drivers and this and that. They call him El Metralleta." And he was like, yeah, he was for a good week. I hear people talking about on the CB radio, yeah, little George Lopez, El Gavillancio out there at the truck shows, cracking people up. And it's cool because some people that have never been to like Laura's show, they'll come up to me like, "Hey man, this is my first show. I've never been here. I brought my kids," and it was really fun. You don't just say, "Hey, good afternoon. This is Truckers Wanted Truck Show, job fair. Thank you for coming out. These are all the vendors, blah blah blah." No, you're like, "Hey, what's up? This is Truckers Wanted. Saludos para todos right here. We're gonna have a good time. Blah 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 blah. Do your thing." And people are like, "Oh, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, dude, I saw you the other day, broken down right there. What's up, dude? You gotta make that make that truck looking good, bro. You can't be breaking down all the time. Come on." "Oh, hey, bro, I seen you on Instagram. Hey, I seen you." I'm not gonna say what, but you know what I'm talking about. That kind of like put people on blast.
Yeah.
You know, but in a good way, not
personalize it a little bit more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
so people will, you know, remember that, you know,
make them part of the show.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, for sure. You gotta
like,
keep
hey,
people
bro,
tuned in.
you need to take that Steelers shirt off. Puro Cowboys, puro Dallas Cowboys, stuff like that. You know, people be like, nah, bro, nah. Hey, bro, that Raiders hat, I'm gonna give you a Cowboys hat at the end of the show, bro. I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you a good hat. All right, and they be like, nah. But just trying to make it where people will be like smiling and having a good time, because the most rewarding thing is seeing people out in the crowd and seeing their smiles and seeing that they're enjoying themselves, and not like, I know it's 102 degrees, but it's boring, you know. No, you want to have people laughing, and you know, it's kind of like at the end of the show when I try to go out with a bang, a lower show, I'm like, do you want to win so much money? And then people are like, yeah, no, let's do this again. And I go to that crowd, I go to that crowd, I go to that crowd. Yeah. I want to see those people get pumped up. Right. You know, I want those people getting excited, you know, because they're going to win some money. Not just, I want to win some money and I just want to get out of here. No, let's go out. Let's make sure people leave, talk about the show. It was a good one, and they can't wait for next year, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So
that's cool.
Do you have a vision in mind for 909 Customs other than like a brand? Is there anything in the talks or anything, maybe something bigger?
Well, I'm really, really hoping, because a lot of people that do know me, they know that I had, you know, I still have it, my own truck, my 98 Peterbilt 379 short hood. I mean, I was half the way there when I was owner operator, and I'm just hoping, because, you know, I do go to a lot of the shows. I'm hoping with like the sponsors that I've been, you know, thankfully getting, like Zephyr Polish. They saw what I was doing through Gold Standard Finish, the Reeser Brothers. They started seeing my videos and stuff like that, and they liked it. You know, they see what I was about, how, you know, the respect and making sure, trying to make it look clean. Well, you know, they saw, and I talked to them about, you know, I want to get my truck finished, not with money, but with sponsors. You know, just have the truck finished with sponsors, and just have like a billboard on the side, little billboard on the side, like when they go to the car shows. Oh, I want thank you to so and so for the paint. Thank you so and so. Like, just have it like that. You know, thank you for Zephyr Polish for the product that I've only used since I was a little kid, because I know well good about that product, because my dad, Zephyr Polish. Yeah, my dad would give me the bottle, Zephyr Polish, give me a rag, and I'll clean his tanks, you know, and his wheels. Yeah. And I know that product, you know, how to use it. So when I got my truck, I mean, I already know how to use it. Yeah. And then people would, hey man, how do you keep your truck clean? Oh, this is what I use. Where'd I get it? Oh, you can get it at the truck stop and blah, blah, blah. But when they approached me, you know, that they wanted me to be part of the team, I mean, it's like somebody that never seen me before, and they see 909 Kustom Rigz, right? And they never see me before, and they just see 909 Kustom Rigz. Maybe I would never post my face, and I say, you know what, guys, I want to work with you. I want you to be part of 909 Kustom Rigz. You'll be like, wow, now I know a face behind the product, or behind what it is. Mm-hmm. And I never knew who was behind Zephyr Polish, but when I met the owner, I was like, wow, I can't believe over, you know, 25 years of me using this product, now I finally put a face behind this product, and now I kind of, you know, represent and make sure, you know, I mean, it's a product I've always used, but, you know, anybody can use any product. I'm not saying use Zephyr products. Everybody can use any product they want, you know.
Or are we? Or are we saying that use Zephyr products?
I mean, the way I see it is, I can't tell people, hey, I want you to go eat McDonald's. Right. I want you to go eat In-N-Out. People can use, and like, you know, when you drink an adult beverage, Corona, Modelo, Tecate, people are going to drink whatever they want. So I'm not trying to force down people's throat, make sure you use Zephyr Polish. No, that's the product that I use. And I've been using that product since I was a kid. I stand by it. Exactly. So if people want to use different products, that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to get hurt over it. It's just a product that I use, that I stand by, and I know what it does, you know? Yeah. And that's just, like I said, I would hope that with the truck that I have, I can get more sponsors so we can build a truck to make it like some of these really top-notch show trucks out there, and just get it done and have them all there, even though they can't make it to the show. But at least this truck represents them, you know, that company, you know. Maybe they just put the lights, maybe they just put the fenders, maybe they painted the truck for me. Yeah. But it's like how my dad would say, cada quien pone un granito de arena.
Yeah.
Like, you know, everybody puts a little here and there, there for the final touch to make it look okay, you know? So that's why I'm hoping that it can happen. I mean, one, I never thought that people, my followers, would accept me when I started opening Instagram, when I started creating the YouTube videos. I mean, people are liking it. I'm not saying I'm famous or I'm gonna be famous. I'm still gonna be the same guy, you know, just be the same cool guy, you know. I'm just a truck driver. I just have a passion, and anybody can have a passion, you know. Anybody has a passion for boxing, for what's it called, lowriders, for the trucks, you know, for video photography. Everybody has a passion for whatever you want, you know. It just, mine is trucks because it runs through my veins, you know. It runs through my veins.
Yeah.
Podcasting.
There you go.
So in short, use Zephyr products.
Yeah. Use Zephyr
And they hooked you up with this, right? The banner?
The banner, they made it for me.
Their logo, if you want to scoot back a little bit, their logo's right there. Powered by Zephyr. Yeah.
Big balls.
That's
you know,
cool though.
Yeah, you know, it's funny though, because you're saying about your Instagram, you know, your followers and everything. But we had Nishan Dillon here. Shout out to Nishan.
Nishan.
Yep.
He's one of your not local. He's driving out of Oregon. But yeah, he put us on. He didn't even put us onto you. He mentioned you, that he knew of you, and then I was like, wait, I know this guy. And sure enough, it's Gavillancio. Yeah, because
I seen that one. Yeah.
So we're like, yeah, he's emceeing the truck show.
That's why I said it's a community. Just the trucker community alone runs deep.
Nishan's from West Covina, but he's out in Oregon. He's driving in Oregon. So how did he know? You know, it's because you're out there. You're putting yourself out there, and people are starting to see it. And just like you mentioned earlier, you got people from China. Now, those people from China, those are truck drivers, or just? Yeah,
that guy has. I don't remember exactly his Instagram name, but I've seen him, because, you know, you have a lot of feeds, so I can't remember, you know, everybody's, but he delivers somewhere. It's one of those same things, smaller trucks, you know, little bobtails. Yeah. And I seen his truck. I haven't seen his face, but I seen the truck that he posts there from China. The guys from India too, you know, out there. I mean, they're driving out there in the desert. You know, I don't know exactly where because I've never been there, but I see them driving around. You know, he posts videos of him driving, or, you know, the truck. And I mean, everybody out there has a passion. You know, a lot of people from different states, countries, or whatever. I mean, the truck might look different, but some of these guys, like, there's guys, shout out to Colombia, Puerto Rico, El Salvador, I got guys that follow me from there. They also, you know, send me a couple pictures sometimes, you know, just to chat it up, of they polish the rims, you know, or this is a picture of my truck. And, you know, Cuba too, Cuba. I mean, those guys are out there doing the same kind of stuff that we're doing out here, you know, delivering product to the customer, you know.
That's what I was gonna give you props for as a truck driver, because Laura mentioned something. She had said, if it wasn't for these guys, we would not have our products. Yeah. Well, people take it for granted. Oh yeah, my grocery store is gonna have this. No, not if it wasn't for the truck drivers.
No.
Yeah, there's a shirt that a guy gave me. I think it was 2 years ago, and I liked it. You probably seen it. It said something about without trucks you would be clothless.
Clothless. Something about like no cell phones and
I can't remember exactly what it is. But he gave me that shirt like 3 years ago. I liked it. I mean, I still got it. And it's true. I mean, if the trucking community would literally today stop, if all the trucks all over, I mean, it doesn't have to be United States. It would be California. They just stop. I mean, it would only take at least 2 or 3 days for the grocery stores to be without product.
Yeah. Easy.
2-3 days. I mean, because usually grocery stores get their deliveries every single night. Like the Stater Brothers, they get a shipment every night. They get new stuff. Walmart too gets product. So if for 3 days just California would stop with no trucks delivering nothing, I mean, people wouldn't know what to do. Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't get your chicken, you wouldn't get your beer. Right, yeah. You wouldn't get your beer, you wouldn't get your water. Yep. I mean, you wouldn't get
Dodgers juice.
Even your clothes. I mean, your clothes. I mean, you wouldn't be able to get nothing because nothing's getting delivered.
Right.
I mean, people say, well, we got the trains. Yeah, but you don't see the trains delivering into the grocery stores.
Right.
I mean, you see the trains delivered. They have the trailers, you know, that are coming from somewhere else, and they get offloaded off the rail. And who has to come in? A truck.
Trucker.
A truck has to come in.
So train to port. That's
Exactly.
it.
Construction
And
sites, everything.
Everything was
Yeah.
just stopped. You know.
Yeah.
So there's another one that I seen. It said, without trucks, USA would stop. You know, I seen one time somebody posting that, and it's true. I mean, you wouldn't get your product.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get it in, but some people just take that for granted. Oh, you know, these stupid truck drivers, you know, they don't know how to drive, or, you know, you have to thank the truck driver, or give them some room. Stop cutting them off. You know, stop making us look like, you know, we're the idiots, but you're the one that just cut us off. You're the one that, is in a hurry to get to wherever. You should have just woke up earlier.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, what would you say to the what, like your tree huggers, your you know, all these earthies that you're messing up our ozone layer with all your guys' nasty carbs, the smog from the trucks.
ozone.
You know, they're all talking all this crap. Meanwhile, you know, obviously their car that they're driving, the little Prius. No offense to you Prius drivers, but the little Prius got delivered by a truck, right?
Yeah.
Think about it, right? But anyways, they're putting all these restrictions on you guys, and they've put them already on you guys for the last 3 years, right?
Yep.
I mean,
Like
what
the
do you
guys-
say about that?
Like the guys in the port, a lot of guys had to get rid of the trucks to get truck with filter, more cleaner trucks. But if you see a lot of these new trucks, sometimes you're driving and you look over and you can smell it. You know what it smells, you know, and the truckers know. You start seeing this like white smoke coming out of a brand new 2017 Cascadia, Freightliner, whatever it is, and they're throwing out more emissions than when they used to have a regular truck. You know, like, quick story. One time I was when I used to go to San Diego a lot, when the people that check if you have a filter or not were there, you know, because I knew them a lot. Well, one of the highway patrols told me, "Hey, man, the carbs here, they want to talk to you." I'm like, okay, well, what is it about? You know, well, they just want to see how much emissions, when I have my truck, how much emissions are you throwing out compared to that truck that's over there? All right, well, I mean, I made sure my oil changes, my motor was good, everything was good on my truck. So they you know, they check you out, you know, and they got the computer opened up, and all of a sudden they tell me, "Man, your truck throws 0.01 emissions." I'm like, "Is that good or bad?" "That's really good for the year of this truck. I mean, it means you keep this truck in tip-top shape." I go, "Yeah, I got to."
And that's without the filters and without.
I didn't have no filter, you know. It was before it got really regulated.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, I knew the highway patrol that was there. You know, he talked to me, and he knew that I didn't have the filter yet. And I told him I'll probably get it, you know, once they mandate it more. And there was I think it was a Freightliner that was there, like a 2000, I think it was like 2016 Freightliner, and they had the filter. And he told me, "You know how much that truck is throwing out?" I go, "How much?" "It's throwing out 1.02 emissions." And I'm like, "Is that good or bad too?" He goes, "That's really bad." And that's a newer truck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a newer truck. So, I mean, do I think it's like a conspiracy? Do I think it's something that the government, or mainly California, wanted to do to have more money in their pockets? Yeah.
Yeah.
They just, because if you see it back then in Fontana at the dealership, there were the same trucks over and over that were there for a couple months. People weren't buying trucks every week.
Yeah.
Okay, there was only one sales rep at the Peterbilt dealership, Kenwood Freightliner, where there was only one sales rep. But when this thing started happening, where you got to get a brand new truck, you know, if you want to work for this company, or you need a better truck, you need this, they got more sales rep, and you started seeing those trucks getting off the lot quick. These new trucks were coming in left and right, getting sold. Like next week, they already had those 4 or 5 Peterbilts that were there. You would always come down Cherry right there in Fontana.
Yeah.
You would see the same blue, red, green Peterbilt. Next thing you know, with this new law, you see different trucks every other week because they were getting sold.
Yeah.
It's just, I think what it was is, you know, not talking bad about Peterbilt, Kenwood, or Freightliner and stuff like that. It's just, I think what it was is, they say, you know what, to a politician, you know what? We'll make more money into your pocket, but we need to get more trucks sold.
Yeah.
We need more trucks to get sold. We need this law to pass so we can get more money. So, but you see a lot of guys in the East Coast, they got these nice, beautiful 379 Peterbilts, you know, old school trucks, still 98s, 90s, you know, some 72 trucks. I mean, old trucks, and they look like brand new trucks. I mean, they got them like the chromes on tip-top shape. Pristine. They got the stacks, the lights, everything, and you're like, wow, those trucks look amazing. But those guys, some of those guys don't even want to come over here because they know how California is.
Yeah.
You know? So
they can't do work out here.
No. I mean, they can come in here once in a while, but for them to be working back and forth inside California, they're going to get popped, and they don't want the hassle. Yeah. They don't want the hassle, you know?
Yeah. So. Out there in Fontana, is that where the truck is up on?
Yeah, that big one. Yep.
Yeah. I would work out that way. They would put us up to work. And I was always see that. I was like, yep, I'm in Fontana. Every time I saw that.
That's the mark right there. That truck's been there. I mean, since I remember. I mean, when I was a kid, I always remember, man, I wonder how they get that truck up there. Yeah. I mean, I wonder if that truck just from Cherry just jumped up there, you know, just flew and then just landed there, you know. I mean, thoughts when I was a kid, but then when you started learning about cranes, you know, how things get moved around, like, oh, okay, that's how they do it. I mean, but just when you're a kid, you know, the innocence, you start thinking about, man, I wonder how that truck got up there, or I wonder how this, or I wonder how that. But then little by little, you start realizing, oh, okay, this is how stuff gets made, you know?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go for it.
Nope.
Brother.
Nope.
All I was gonna say while we bring the show to an end.
That's where I was going.
Look at that. See right here. Boom. You want to talk a little bit about the stuff that you brought over here?
Yes.
Well, the stuff I have, well, you know, you guys see the hats right here. Because people were like, well, you know, you have your Instagram. So I just thought, you know what, I want to create, you know.
What's your Instagram? We're going to put it out there, but go ahead.
It's 909 Kustom Rigz. And then my YouTube channel is also 909 Kustom Rigz. Like I said, I just wanted to create something, so I made the hats. I mean, I have created shirts. Like, I don't know if they can see it, but I got one shirt on right now. And then some people that don't order the hats, you know, I can send them, you know, a sticker, you know, made the sticker. But it just, like I said, my thing first is trucking, you know. I mean, so I can't just stick and be all day, all long, make hats, shirts, and try to mail them out. It just, I mean, I'm thankful for everybody that's been supporting me. Like I said, my sponsors, all my followers, you guys, appreciate it for letting me come to the show. But it's a passion, you know, and everybody likes, you know, me putting their trucks or me catching them at night when I get off work. You know, I see a truck all lit up. You know, hopefully I catch them up and, oh man, it's a cool truck. And then I don't know who it is. And then later on, somebody tells me, oh, that's my homie, oh, so-and-so. Oh, okay, cool. Let me follow him. And then me tag him on the video. Yeah. And all of a sudden, yeah, bro, I seen you recording. I seen you roll down the window, but I didn't know what was going on. I seen that big antenna you got in your car. But I was like, is he a truck driver? Is he a cop? Or what the heck? And then I see like something flashing out the window. I didn't know what the heck was going on, you know, but I just try to catch all the trucks, you know, try to make cool videos, show my passion, you know, for trucks, and just do my thing, you know. Yeah. Also, quick shout out to, before I forget, Miss Troquera B. Like I said, we all have to support each other, all the truck drivers. Also, Truck Club Publishing, you know, Laura. You know, if you have not picked up your calendar with the nice models, make sure you get your calendar. And, you know, you guys had Troquera B on the show before.
Open up that shirt. Because she's also, you could hit her up on Instagram, Troquera B. Is it
Troquera
B?
Yeah, Troquera B.
Is it dot B or
Troquera? What is it called? They call it underscore? Underscore B. Yeah, underscore. Yeah.
She's selling those shirts right there also.
And it's for a good cause. It's for a mom, you know. I know you guys had her on the show. And, I mean, I got my shirt. This is one of the shirts that she gave me when I did the raffle. We weren't sure if it was you know, what the guy was gonna be, with the extra large or 2X. So she gave me two. I want to make sure I get this one back to her for a truckers want. Trucking for kids.
TFK.
But like I said, we all have to help out each other, you know. It's like my buddy Chito, he goes dialysis, you know, and he's a double A photography.
Yeah.
He's shot some cool trucks, and what's it called? I met him too. We started talking, and sometimes some people just need some encouragement because sometimes their life is not all there, but you know, sometimes when you talk to somebody else and you see what they're doing, but it's always better to help somebody out in a hard time, because you never know what they're going through, you know. And we all, like I said, we're all truck drivers. We all have to help out each other. That's something that my dad taught me. You see a truck driver that's pulled on the side of the road. I mean, I remember I helped one out many years ago, and it was just by giving him a Gatorade bottle. The guy was diabetic, and before I headed down to San Diego, I gave him the Gatorade bottle. El compa Sergio, he told me, man, bro, I mean, he was hot. It was hot that day. I just gave him the Gatorade bottle, and he was diabetic, and I mean, I guess I helped him out, and cool dude, him and his pops. And you never know, like I say, you never know, especially in this trucking community. We always have to help each other out. Sometimes some people try to cutthroat other people, but what I learned, and this is what I learned about that guy. Remember, when we delivered San Diego, he told me many years ago, el sol brilla para todos, meaning the sun shines for everybody. So, you know, it's like I go back to, you can have McDonald's, In-N-Out, Taco Bell, and Jack in the Box in the same lot. Do those people care if they're in the same lot? I don't think so. Reason why? You're not going to eat McDonald's every single day. You're going to change it up. You're going to eat McDonald's. You're going to eat In-N-Out. You're going to eat Taco Bell. People, like I said, people can buy your shirt. People can buy your hat. And if people want to buy a different hat or a different shirt from somebody else, why am I going to get offended? I mean, that's your money. You can spend on whatever you want. I'm not going to tell you what to spend. Exactly what I said. I'm not telling you to buy Zephyr. I'm telling you it's a product that I use, and I've been using it for years. So you can do whatever you want. You can spend your money on whichever shirt you want, whatever hat you want. I mean, I'm not going to get offended. I mean, I appreciate you buying the hat. I appreciate you buying the shirt, because you're rocking the gear, you know, but we all have to help each other out, you know, like, you know, when I give like a shout out to her, or she gives me a shout out, you know, for my hats or for her shirts or whatever, we're all here to do one thing. We're all here to be truck drivers. We're all here to keep on trucking. That's the bottom line, you know. So,
well, you know what? That goes. I mean, that's huge for the trucking community, but that goes for everyone, even for us. One thing I like about this podcast is we didn't know a lot of these people that we're interviewing. It's kind of like a spider web of just people that we're meeting, connections, and we could help out here and they could help out there. You know, that's the one thing we love about this podcast is helping people through connection and getting. We've met so much people and have had so many connections. You know.
Yeah, it's the same thing like the Instagram. You know, I mean, I might be following this guy, but he hasn't followed me yet, and I like his picture, and then I might send a message like, you know, my thing is 3 things that my dad taught me: respect, work hard, and stay humble. And when I see a video that I like or a picture that I like, I always try to send that person a message. Hey, how's it going? May I use this picture or video to put it up on my page? I don't just try to take it. I don't just try to take it because it's like I don't go in your refrigerator and say, I'm just grabbing a beer. I don't go inside, open the door to your house and go use your shower, use your restroom. No. Hey, may I use your restroom? You know, hey, may I get a beer, or, you know, can I get a glass of water? The same thing when I see a picture or a video from somebody, I always try to ask them, may I use this video? And a lot of people say, man, thank you so much for asking me. Sometimes, you know, they say, I see my video or my picture posted somewhere else and they don't tag me. I go, that's one thing that I make sure I tag the people on whose picture it is, or I say this video is done by so and so, or this video was brought by whatever. I can't be everywhere. I mean, I wish I could be videotaping all day long, but I have to keep on trucking. So if I see a video like, and I might not post it that day, I save it and then I sit on it, and then when I'm done posting a couple pictures or videos that I already done, I'll go to that one. Hey, excuse me, may I use your video? Yeah, cool. and I just make sure I tag the person, you know, and
Well, that just looks good too for your brand.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like a sign of respect, you know,
it's a common courtesy.
Yeah,
you know? That's
yeah.
what it is, and it's like there's not so many of us that use it anymore nowadays. So
right.
yeah, it's pretty sad, like on these youngsters, but sometimes we have to, you know, show these youngsters, you know, the old school way.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because
For sure.
if you don't show them the old school way, you know, like my dad used to whip my ass, you know, stuff like that, or scold them or whatever. I mean, if everybody has their own parenting skills, you know. I mean, some people will be like, oh, let me sit my child down here on the side of the bed, and mijo, don't do this again, please. He'll be like thinking, yeah, I won't do it again, but right now I won't do it, but tomorrow I'm gonna do it again.
Right.
But if you know, whip his ass and take that cinto out, you know, the belt, the chancla, or the freaking the even the iron, get thrown in the iron, you know. I remember
hot or not.
Yeah, I remember my mom did that one time. But you remember that, like, should I do that again? Should I do that again? Should I do what I did the other day, knowing that I'm gonna get reprimanded and get my ass beat? Nah, I'm not gonna do it again.
Right.
You know, but it's hard. You know, sometimes these kids now, you see it, they're not even scared of the police.
Yeah.
They're not scared of the police. They're not scared of almost nothing. You know, they just want to do and
it's a respecting. They don't respect it.
Yeah, they don't respect them anymore. It's hard. Like, you know, it's like going back that they don't have respect for the truckers. You know, it's like some people will lose it. You know, but it's crazy because and it's sad because when a tragedy happens, like at a school or somewhere in a different state or whatever, we're all there trying to support each other and trying to show our respect. But when a couple months down the line, that thing gets thrown out the door.
Yeah.
You know, it's just sad. You know, sometimes how I can say this world acts with not showing respect to other people. You know, you don't see that. Let me open this door for this old lady. No, you open the door and then this youngster just walks right in. Like, dude, I was opening the door for the old lady. Now I wasn't opening the door for you.
Right.
You know, it's kind of sad, but I mean that's the world we live in.
Yeah, and it's like you said. You know, we'll try to show them, but you can't change them. Those kids they've already been taught away, and that's how they are.
Like my mom said,
that's the parenting fault.
So
you know,
you got to do it at a young age.
No, it's us that have our youngsters right now that we have to instill that in them, and it's like a cycle, right? So we're gonna pass over this cycle of these you know, inconsiderate kids right now, and we're bringing millennials, yeah.
Yep.
But we're raising now. Hopefully, if everybody's on board, we're gonna raise a different breed.
Yeah,
the old school breed. You know, bring it back. Hopefully back. Yeah, bring it back.
Well, like my mom says, you can't strain. No puedes enderezar el árbol ya cuando está chueco. Meaning you can't strain a tree when it's already all bent. You know, and it's some of those kids like right now. I mean, now that they're older, and then the mom tries to reprimand them. Oh, I want you going out. She looks like, what? You trying to scold me now? You're trying to tell me not what to do?
Yeah.
You didn't do that when I was a kid. Nope. Nah, see you later. I'm gone.
Yeah. That's like Israel's neighbor. He was talking about it in a few podcasts ago when his mom was like, Jerry or whatever his name is, his neighbor, and he's like, fuck you, mom. yeah. Like that's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
So it's just I don't know. I mean, we just have to do our best, and like I said, try to show respect to the people that know what really respect means. You know, it's just I really live by the three things that my dad taught me, and I just try to do. I mean, I've made, you know, we're not all perfect, you know. I mean, I've made my mistakes in my life, you know. I mean, I started young, and I made my own mistakes, but sometimes, like they say, you start getting older and you start realizing, you know, the mistakes that you made, and sometimes some of those mistakes make you a mature person. You know, you learn from them. Make you a more mature person. You know, sometimes when you're young, you think you know everything or whatever, but if you keep on working at not just what you're doing in the world, but work on yourself, and you start realizing, like, man, you know what? I should not have done that. But I'm glad I didn't get caught by the police or whatever the case was. Yeah. But I'm glad that now I can maybe pass a message to somebody else and say, maybe you shouldn't do this, maybe you shouldn't do that. It's like real quick, one of the schools around my neighborhood, they asked me to be a motivational speaker. Came down, talked to the kids, and I told them, I'm not just a truck driver. I do videos, on my YouTube channel. I create them, I make them, I shoot them. I MC. Because I went all suited and booted, and I asked them, what do you think I am? They're like, oh, you're a lawyer, or you're real estate. And I know I'm a truck driver. What? You're a truck driver? I go, yeah, I'm a truck driver. And I go, but I'm also, I create shirts. I make my brand, I do videos. You can do whatever you put your mind to do. Anybody can do whatever they want to do. It's like people that weigh 200 pounds and they say, you know what? I want to lose weight. Well, you're not going to be losing weight by eating all that McDonald's or that In-N-Out all day long. You got to do it. It's like me. I was weighing a good high weight. I went to the doctors, and then the doctor told me, hey, you can keep doing what you're doing, but you're not going to live a certain age. So it's either you keep on eating the way you want to eat, or you make a life change. And honestly, I couldn't even bend over to tie down my shoes sometimes because, that little belly was getting in my way. And I was like, by the time I was done tying my shoes, I was like, and I wasn't weighing that much, but it was affecting me. Yeah. So I just started, walking and running after work. And you guys probably seen it when I put it on my stories. I go run after work after a 10, 12-hour shift, but it's called dedication. Right. Yeah. You got to dedicate yourself by, just the you drink more soda. Soda has sugar. So what's it called? You drink more water, try to eat different meals, but a better healthy meals, and try to do something. Because sometimes some truck drivers are just waiting in the dock, just waiting and sitting in the truck, being on the phone or watching a movie. You get out and walk 15, 20 minutes. It's a really life-changing, because I did it for a good 4 or 5 months. And I lost 45 pounds. Wow. And it was just constant, doing it constantly, So I say, you can do whatever you put your mind to, know. People say, oh, I want to be a truck driver. You can do it. Yeah. If I did it, you can do it. Anybody can do it. Right. I want to be this. I want to be that. Anybody can do whatever they want to do. Mm-hmm. It's just, you got to work hard. Yeah. You got to work hard at what you want and stay focused, and make sure you surround yourself by the people that will keep on pushing you to do that better. But if you surround yourself with negative people, they're going to say, you're not going to be able to do that. You can't do that, bro. Right. You can't do that. You don't need those negative people. You stay away from those negative people, and you surround yourself by positive people, and those are the people that are going to fuel you to get to where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, it's a proven fact, because just because I do my Instagram stuff like that, I also, try to read up on guys that have succeeded. And that's everything they always talk about. Surround yourself by positive people all the time. That's all they talk about. Like, these successful businessmen talk about surround yourself by positive people, because if you surround yourself by negative people, then you're going to be like, nah, I can't do it. Yeah, I can't do it. Right. But if you surround yourself with people that say, yeah, bro, you can do it, push yourself, you can do it, or even try to help you out, you can get to the top. Yeah. You have to start from the bottom, but then you'll get to the top. Yeah. So,
well, I'm telling you, it sounds like you're on the right path for it. You definitely are inspiring people. You have a lot of followers, and they look up to you. They talk about you. So you're definitely doing something right, and that's great. So, that's the kind of things that we like to see. Yeah. We're trying to do the same thing here, creating this platform, for people like you to come in here and talk about that and share your stories.
And honestly, I do appreciate guys. You guys that started doing this, because you guys also, believe it or not, you guys also are inspiring people by your podcast, by the people the people that you put on here. I don't want to get too much into, but what you told us the other day on your Instagram, I know off the camera, I applaud you. Because that took courage and guts, bro. That honestly took courage and guts to let us know what happened. And if you guys haven't seen what I'm talking about, make sure you check you put it on the
it's on the podcast Instagram and my personal Instagram. Yeah.
So you can definitely find it on YouTube. So yeah.
So it's something something so inspiring. Like I said, we're all out here trying to do the same thing. We're all here trying to survive, and we're trying to learn from our mistakes, and then trying to let the next generation, or just somebody that's having a bad day, not go through that, you know. Not
Right,
if
sure.
like say you shared your story. I mean, I'm sharing my story. I mean, I look up to people that are on my Instagram, you know, and I like some people would tell me, oh, I can't wait to go to the show just to meet you. I'm like, I'm just
Yeah.
a regular guy, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just a regular guy that does
Yeah.
909 Kustom Rigz videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But and another thing I think about it, I'm like, well, I'm the same way because I can't wait to meet a couple people that inspire me, like that make videos, like Chris from Big Rig Videos. I've always seen his videos. I mean, I'm not trying to copy his style, but I've always seen his videos. I mean, long time ago. And that's one guy that I want to meet.
Yeah.
And when people tell me, oh, I wanted to come to the show just to meet you, then I tell myself, oh no, you know what? I can relate then. You
Yeah.
know, because I'm waiting for my turn to meet that guy. You know, I'm waiting for my turn to meet this other inspiring person that inspires me. You know, so but like I said, I think for the people that have believed in me, like Spike, that's his name on Instagram. I did his YouTube video. He saw something in me, how I was doing the videos, and he wanted me to do his video. He took, you know, he asked me, we met up, I did his video. Chad too, you know, it just, the songs behind the videos are something that they wanted on there. Little Ray, Transport, Sergio, Southsider, who else I made their videos? JR Ruben. Ruben's been a what's it called? He's gave me a lot of ice. Another quick story, real quick.
Yeah.
Ruben's. Follow him on Instagram. Nice, clean red Peterbilt. Saludos para Ruben. But
What's his handle?
it's
on,
R&E. But it's J. No, J. That's R&E is his company, and JR Ruben is his Instagram. I've always seen his truck. He's gone to a couple of shows like Wood and Arrows.
Yeah.
And then when I started doing the Instagram, I started following him. He started following me, and I seen a picture of he has there when me and Sandra are announcing, and I was like, oh, I was just throwing it out there, like, trying to be funny. I was like, oh, that announcer dude is pretty cool. He's like, oh yeah. And later on, I told him, yeah, that was me. It was no wonder I seen your story. It kind of looks familiar. So,
Yeah.
but we got talking, but great guy. Every time I need some help on something, or I'm thinking about doing something else, he's always giving me the good advice. So I appreciate him for helping me out. Just like I said, just trying to keep the page clean, and a lot of people help me out and do those kind of things, especially like I said, Ruben right there, he just gave me some good advice, but not just about the page, in life general. So I do thank him for that. So
Yeah.
right on.
Your fellow trucker,
yeah,
right?
fellow truck.
Like we were talking about, that's a tight community, like everybody kind of helps each other out.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's like cliques, but for the most part, it's like everybody knows it's a truckers community, right? So you gotta watch for each other's back.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we try to do. I mean, even if you don't follow each other like on Instagram, I mean, I come from old school, like my dad said, old school stuff. And I remember when I had my truck, you see somebody broken down the side of the road, and you go over there, hey, you need something? Oh yeah, I ran out of water and blew the radiator, or I fixed the hose already, and yeah, I got a gallon of water, or something, a tool they might need, so that goes a long ways. They might have got stuck, they pulled over and they got stuck in the sand, and they just need to get pulled out or something like that. But you always try to, even if you see them on the side of the road, you call them on the CB radio, hey compa, you alright? Hey bro, what's up? You alright? You need anything? Yeah, I'm good, alright. Just try to check. Now these days, the new generation kind of don't know about that. But that's why the older generation, we gotta kind of teach those youngsters how the old school values, of trucking, so we can continue that. Because now, I mean, they don't even say what's up. Some of the new ones don't even say what's up, But The ones that do know, you're driving by, flash the, hey, you see the guy from the other side of the freeway, you flash the headlights, or you say what's up, just it's one common courtesy. You know the guy, and you just want to say what's up, everything's looking good, or call him on the radio, hey, Smokey Bear over there, or watch out with the Highway Patrol right here, just try to help each other out.
Yeah. It's karma. That's what it comes down to. It's if you believe in it, the good karma, the bad karma, like that's what it is. I mean, I know that it simplifies it with just by saying karma, but and it is the old school tradition of just, hey, what's up, and they don't say it anymore. But it is, you gotta we have to teach them as the good karma. I don't think they believe it anymore.
All right.
Maybe they've been doing so many maniacal shit that they never get that bad karma pays back to them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is, but it's karma.
Yeah, whatever you put out will come back.
Of course.
Yeah. But thanks for coming on and sharing your story, dude. One thing I always on that topic, I always used to think about how far do CB radios go, because it's kind of like
the range.
The range, right? So like, how far can you talk to somebody? Because in that community, you can reach to a bunch of people and so on and so on and so on and so on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I started getting the CB world, there's a guy that I always would listen to. They call him El Abuelo, Grandpa. And, I had a little small radio. I'm like, man, I would always hear that guy everywhere. Like, I would hear him everywhere. I'm like, man, that guy must have a good radio. Because I would be, he would be in Fontana sometimes, and I can hear him down in Corona. I'm like, man, that guy has a good radio, And funny thing, when I left one company, I went to this other company. And, that truck has CB radio, and I talk on it too. And I would hear him. I'm like, man, that guy sounds really close. And then one day I was waiting to get loaded, and I seen him driving by on the microphone. I'm like, no freaking way. That's El Abuelo, that's Grandpa. So I told him, I went up to him after he parked, and I was like, hey, you're El Abuelo, right? Your Grandpa? He goes, yeah, what's up? I said, I'm El Gavillancio. He goes, what? I go, yeah. He goes, you working here now? I was like, yeah. So we became good friends, and little by little I started seeing, what kind of radio he had.
Yeah.
Well, they call them like chanclas amplifiers.
Yeah. So
it's not that I wanted to be like him or better than him. I just wanted to be sound good. So I started investing. I mean, it's a crazy hobby. Like it's you want to sound good, you want to hear good. I mean, you want people to hear you. It's a pretty expensive hobby. I mean, I was getting different radios, different amplifiers, and that's how a lot of people started telling me, dude, I heard you over here, I heard you over there.
Yeah.
I would be in Fontana sometimes, and they call it skip or like conditions because of the clouds. I would be sometimes talking in Fontana, and guys that come in from Tulare, Stockton, you can hear them up there calling my name, and I talk back to them.
Yeah.
One time I was coming back from San Diego, I turned on my amplifier, and I heard some guys talking about the 99, and I started talking real quick, and I'm like, I'm over here off the 15 and the 78. Guys couldn't believe it. All of a sudden, everybody started talking back and forth, and they couldn't believe I was in San Diego. But one, it's the conditions. You got to have your good radio. Your antennas have to be tuned. Your coax. I mean, everything plays part. I have to give it to my good friend Sky Shaker 1615. He's like a heavy hitter on the big radios, like big radios. And then my good camarada, I mean, they would call him El Yuca, the Joker.
Yeah. And
same thing, they all helped me. I took notes, learned from those guys, and just try to sound good. And there's one on YouTube. There's a guy from Hawaii.
Yeah.
From Hawaii. I was talking to somebody, and he was recording me all the way in Hawaii, and I was off the 210 and I think 210 and the 215. And I was talking to the guy. That's what I'm saying. They call it skip. It's just the way the world is, the way the clouds are, the way the world is spinning. I mean, it's a straight shot, and you're talking to Hawaii, and then they're talking back to you.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, man. You see it on the YouTube video, and I'm like, 909, looking for some conditions. Hey, and then the guy's answering me back and forth, and I still remember like clear as the day. I'm talking to the guy back and forth, and I couldn't believe it. I'm talking. I would hear it before when I had my stuff, my amplifier and stuff. I would hear guys, getting talked to, and I'm like, man, one day, I want to try to talk to these guys. And yeah, just like I said, but it's an expensive hobby. It's a pretty expensive hobby.
How do you know he's not just bullshitting you and he's like right behind you?
Because I say, check out the YouTube video, and those guys are heavy hitters. Yeah. Like there's a guy out there in Hawaii, Mob Squad. He's a heavy hitter, out there when the conditions were rolling. There's some guys, like I said, out there from different states, and they're like heavy hitters. I mean, their name because they got big radios. I mean, sometimes it's just they call them base stations. They have an antenna, big antenna in their house, and it's a base station, and they have maybe an hour, 2 hours in the afternoon, and they just get on there and see who they can talk to, who their voice travels to,
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. Like I said, it's pretty cool. I got taught many things, took notes. Same thing like trucking. I wanted to learn and just kept taking notes and just try to get that perfection going, and like I said, but it got pretty expensive, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. People telling you, hey dude, I heard you in the morning in Fontana around 3:00 in the morning. I was in Oxnard. I could hear you and I thought you were around there. I'm like, really? Yeah. And sometimes I would get like little videos before I had Instagram. I would get like little videos, sent to my phone. Hey bro, I'm over here in so-and-so part and I can hear you. I'm like, wow. It was just trippy. It was trippy. It was just trippy.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it sounds like you got a busy schedule, busy life. Doing everything with with your own business, your own brand, because you're branding yourself, right?
Yeah.
So you got your own brand, everything going on with your work. You got your regular full-time job, So you're staying pretty busy.
Yeah. And then like I said, I want to go to a couple truck shows, like Trucking for Kids. That's gonna be coming out this weekend. Shoot video. I want to go to Oxnard to the Dynaflex show. To the show that I do out there in El Centro, help out. It's a good cause for Kids for Cancer. Maybe next year I can go to the Dallas show. I'm just trying to hit these shows, trying to get, good footage, and people tell me, oh, I wish you could come to this show so I can meet you. I'm like, it's a good honor that people want me to go to the show, but if I can, because like I said, I got to work, but I would love to make it to every show. I wish I could do that all day long. I'd probably stop trucking just to go do videos, but that's probably maybe later down in the future. I know there's people, like I said, that get paid to take pictures and take videos and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't know, but I love trucking, so I just got to keep on trucking.
Yeah. Like I said, keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking.
Yeah, definitely. Well, before we end the show, I want to give you a moment to thank anybody that you could think of the top of your head or anything.
It's not on the top of my head, but it's big old list right here. Let me see if it'll help out.
Did you hear that thing just drop? Boom.
Let me see. It's like a Santa Claus list.
Yeah. Let me see, I think we got time.
The naughty list.
I don't know where it is.
Just pick one off.
Nah, it's just real quick. So, just me, my little funny self. My good friend, Get Fit. Thank you for helping me out, giving me advice, and, sharing, telling people about my page. He's a really cool guy. He was a truck driver, too. He was a truck driver. Now he's doing artwork, really bad artwork. Tom, that's one guy I really want to meet. Harold, thank you for serving our country. He's on Instagram too, and he's always sharing my videos. Ditch Van Ditch, good guy. I've talked to him. He's also sharing my videos, my pictures. And real quick to Grupo La Aventura. They made my corrido, and people want to know what corrido is. Like a country Mexican song. It's a Mexican song, but it's kind of like country,
it's like a folk song.
Yeah, and those guys are gonna go places. Youngsters, some youngsters. They got some good people right now, helping them out. Grupo La Aventura. They made my corrido. I appreciate it. And a lot of truck drivers identified with that corrido when finally got made. A lot of people identified with that corrido. because I didn't want to make it when people think corrido or like country song, they think something fictitious, like narcotraficante stuff or blah blah blah, mujeriego, this. No, I told them I just wanted it to be about my life. It's like thanking my dad. I was a kid growing up, couldn't wait to jump in the truck. Always getting blessing from my mom, when leaving the house, giving me that blessing, taking care of the, things out on the road. Yeah. I mean, I just wanted it to be something where people could identify, and a lot of people did identify, and I still get people send me, videos when they listen to it. So, but real quick again, thank you, Grupo La Aventura, and those guys are gonna be going places. Just you keep on working hard, and let's just keep on trucking. For all the truck drivers, thank you to all my followers too that follow me, and the people that are gonna start following me. Thank you guys. Without, like I said, the followers, there wouldn't be no 909 Kustom Rigz.
Right.
Because I do it for you guys. I do it so you guys can see the pictures, see the videos. I it's a passion that I have, but I do it more so you guys could have something to see, to enjoy. It's like almost like a musician or an artist. They do movie videos. They do movies. They do music. Right. They do it for the public, and it's like I do it for the public, and I'm just grateful for everybody that's been helping me out, like you guys. Thank you guys for having me on your show, and like I said, thank you to everybody.
Right on.
Thank you again.
Right
and I'm going to continue my list here in a bit. So that way we can keep on going.
That might not come off good on camera.
Yeah. The hand motion. But, that's all right. Maybe we'll put like a blur right there.
That's even worse.
But you know what? Just to kind of go off of that real quick, we had someone on, Nishan Dillon. He's also a trucker, one of your fellow truckers. Somebody wrote a song about him, and they wrote a song about... There's something about writing songs. Who's going to write a song about us? Who's in the wrong write a song about how we talk about
you know how to write music?
There you go, hey man. Thank you very much for coming out for real on the show, supporting us, because you support us a lot too. So man, we appreciate that, and we want to thank you for so long.
Well, you guys are also gonna go places. You gotta start out, like I said, you gotta start out a little bit, little by little. People start seeing what you guys are about, and you never know. You might have a big sponsor next time right here on your on the side right here or in the background. Yep. And like I say, we just had to start from the bottom. That's all it is. Yep. Start from the bottom, and then see where this adventure, because this is just like say another stepping stone. So it's an adventure, we just gotta keep on going, but you gotta keep on hustling.
I don't mean to cut you off, but we're trying to keep it to keep our time short here, but definitely shout out to all those people, man. Shout out to all your followers. Thank you for coming on here and giving us your time, dude. And just letting this go out there. Yeah. Cause I like how we were talking before, people helping people. This is what we're doing now.
Yeah.
And we're not really truckers. No. His pops was and everything, but this kind of puts us in the game, because I'm pretty sure a lot of truckers are listening to this podcast even, you know what I mean?
Right.
But man, thank you for your time. Thank you for...
On that note, before you end this, you just said we're not truckers, but doesn't mean we can't have a trucker's handle. Yeah. So if you don't mind, then giving us a truck handle right now, off the cuff, because that's what you do.
No, you're putting it on the blast.
I'm putting you on blast right now on the spot. But while we sign off, think about something, and then you can close the show like that.
Yeah,
think about it.
All right.
It could be for both of us, or it could be individually. But why don't you go ahead and sign off right now?
I'll go ahead and sign off. Thanks, guys, for watching. Remember to click, share, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're listening on like iTunes podcast, or what's the Stitcher. Click
Spotify. Go to Spotify.
Click over to YouTube, subscribe, and click that notification bell that lets you know every time we drop a video.
Yep.
But thanks for the love. October 20th is West Covina Pumpkin 5K walk run, and then October 7th is TFK.
TFK.
Yeah. Get your tickets. Register your trucks. The online is closed, right? But the day of is probably more expensive.
Don't mark my words, but I think you still register your truck there at the show.
Yeah. Definitely don't quote us, but you guys can Google it. It's Trucking for Kids. And
Google it, eh?
Google it.
But that's it.
Googlealo.
Got our handles or what?
Barbudo. Sonrisas.
I don't know what.
Okay. And Smiley. Right. Hey, Smiley.
But what?
Sonrisa. Go ahead.
Barbudo. El barbudo. El barbudo.
All
See you
right.
later,
Y
guys.
sonrisas.
Sonrisas. Signing out.
Y el Gavillancio. Ahí los guacho.
Take care.